Good morning, traders. This is Razak at CMTrading. Welcome to today's market review. Today's April 24th, 2014. Today's Thursday. I want to welcome you all to today's market review. Things have been really quiet in the markets this week. I expected to maybe get a little bit more volatile with today's big numbers. Some major numbers coming out of the U.S. U.S. durable good orders, which shows a little bit of the health of the economy. An initial jobless claims, which is a weekly number. Sometimes it's more relevant when the number comes out. That's a little bit more impactful. And then later today, we're going to have the Japanese yen. The Japanese economy is going to report its CPI number, which is an inflationary number. So with these numbers coming out today, maybe we'll see a little bit more volatility. However, it has been a little bit quiet in the currency markets this week. We're just going to see what happened over yesterday with the Aussie dollar after retracing a little bit. Let's go into the let's go into the GBP USD. Excuse me. It had a nice run up, if you remember, from the beginning of the year, and then retraced a little bit, made higher high, continued going, and then challenging these upper levels right up here. We had discussed this yesterday. Maybe we would see a little bit of a bounce after it retraced a little bit. Coming close to somewhat of a neckline over here. If we see here, there's a little bit of a resistance, and then will become support. Okay, so it's not a perfect number here, but it's somewhere in the vicinity. Seeing how the numbers are coming out of the U.S. today, maybe we'll see a continued rally on the upside, or maybe going down on the downside, re-challenging these support levels over here. But in essence, there should be some volatility in it today in either direction that it goes. But I would really keep an eye on it because it has been very strong. So if I was to take a position, maybe I'd buy a little bit in the next pullback and look for the anticipated challenge of the upper handles. It's just been really great to trade it because it has shown some tremendous character and has been having some follow-through. If we look at the daily chart on it, it's just explosive. On a weekly chart, we said yesterday that we're testing these upper levels, which we've tested multiple times. So as we test them again, we do expect it to see, as you see that it's testing it again, you should expect to see some further follow-through and maybe even a breakout to the 170 level. So really keep this on the radar today. Let's see if the U.S. news comes out and it's some negative to the economy, to the overall general economy of the United States, and we'll see how those pan out. The Aussie USD, as I said before, had some negative news coming out. We had mentioned yesterday maybe to pick it up here after this big drop. Okay, and as you see, it was a previous resistance, and now support. And it's bouncing a little bit. Okay, I didn't expect it to, make the entire retracement all the way back, but, it's a nice, 30, 40 pip move just to, retracing this a little bit, which is nice to recover, okay, after this huge drop. So should we see some follow through? Maybe we'll see it challenging this area at 93.20. And then maybe a little bit of a retracement and trading sideways until we see some sort of follow through on the upside on this pair. But otherwise, it's been trading quite nicely, and honestly speaking, I think it has a lot more where it can potentially go, and just keep it on the radar. Like I've said before many times, it's worthy to keep on the radar and to see how it's going to continue trading. Okay, moving on to the next pair. Okay, going to the Euro USD. Honestly, not much going on in the Euro USD. I mean, it's trading in a 20 pip range over the last couple of days. This is a 2-hour chart. If you look at a 30-hour chart, it's a 30-minute chart. Excuse me. It's not really trading in a big range. You see up here, the upper handle is 24, lower handle is 15. It's in a 10, 20 pip range. However, seeing how some of the news is coming out today, I thought to bring it just on the radar again. We see that the 21 moving average much stronger than the overall average. We see that it's somewhat dissipating after last year's big incline from 27. If we look from here, so that it made this huge step up forward. One move, two move, three move. I would expect that we continue trading sideways with the Euro USD. Maybe buying the pullbacks on the lower end and selling it on the top end of it. It definitely would be much more of a safe bet than trading it somewhere in the middle. Again, you could always scalp it. It's always scalpable, and there's always opportunities in scalping it. Gold's been relatively quiet over the past day or so. Let's just bring it up a little bit. Remember, it came down from 1330 recently, just challenging, retracing after that big move down, and now it's re-challenging its lower levels. So if we look at a longer time frame, it created this little support at 1279. I wouldn't personally pick it up until it did challenge these further supports in these areas, the lower ends. As you see, it is consolidating at this level, giving it a breather after the bears really broke it down. So again, definitely keep it on the radar. Not sure when it's going to explode and what's going to be the impetus, but with the news coming out of Ukraine every day, something new coming out, definitely have something to do with what's going on. Apple computers came out with better than expected earnings the other day, blew its earnings, doing really well. The stock was trading really well, and as a result, sure and behold, the Dow Jones pushed higher. As we mentioned a few times, the Dow Jones at its dead highs and perhaps breaking even higher on the upper side. As these, as you see these red candles on the way down, there's always a retracement on the way up. So it's indication that the U.S. economy still wants to push further with the Dow Jones. The American economy might not be doing well on the government level, but on the corporate level, companies are really showing that they're making some serious money, averting taxes, and doing all that they do in order to maintain their survival in this very competitive market. So that is really reflecting in the prices of the stocks, and we see that it's reflecting also in the Dow Jones. So on the upside, definitely keep an eye on this. Maybe there would be a decent breakout. If there is a decent breakout, we could definitely see it go to 17,000, not even a question, or 1750 even, because this thing has been really, really strong. And who's to say where the end is going to be really for all this buying? Because ultimately, people are chasing it up and buying it and trying to get as much as they can out of it on the upper handles. And if we just go on a monthly chart, you see what I'm talking about. It's a huge move from 2008, okay, and 2009, excuse me. So definitely keep it on the radar on the upper handle. Do anticipate some volatility in the Dow Jones and see maybe there's good follow through and maybe even a breakout to the upper level. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to just thank you all and wish you a great trading day. Thanks. Bye-bye.